The early 2000s was a weird transitional time in music. A new breed of hardcore gangster rap was starting to enter the mainstream. So, in an attempt to meet the demands of the market, many artists started to create fake gangster personas for themselves in order to conform to consumer tastes. Rappers everywhere were masquerading as fake gangsters and selling out. But just when it seemed like all was lost and hip-hop was doomed, one man, analyzing the game from the sidelines, approached the industry with a whole new crazy perspective. A washed-up rapper called Zev Love X, real name Daniel Doomale, unveiled his new alter ego, MF Doom, a supervillain constructed from his nostalgic love of action cartoons from the 70s and 80s. By donning this persona, in this case a physical mask, Doom was able to convey a profound message to the hip-hop community. If it's cool to pretend to be a gangster, and it's good to be bad, then what's more badass than a supervillain? What's more gangster than that?
Yeah, the whole mask thing, alright, it's a time in hip-hop where things, from my point of view, started going more to what things look like opposed to what things sound like. You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with maintaining a cool image. The most impactful rappers of our era have all had a unique vibe about them, sonically and culturally. Hip-hop music was supposed to be a deeply expressive art form composed of people from all different walks of life. But for the average person, telling someone that you wanted to be a rapper was a fast track to becoming the lamest kid on the block. And even some professionals became ashamed of the stereotypical image rap was starting to create.
I hate rapping. Only because it puts you in this in this box and people look at you different. Oh, he's a rap artist.
No, but you just said you don't want to rap anymore.
I don't.
Wannabe rappers are cringe. To be a rapper, you had to have somehow been born cool and talented. Rap was braggadocious. Lyrics were all about being full of yourself and bragging about your accomplishments. Suburban schoolboys and basement-dwelling incels were making songs about guns, drugs, and money they didn't even have. But these fake personas and accomplishments were simply just masks slapped on them by the industry. Hip-hop became no different from the cool kid club you might find at your local high school. You know, the popular group where only the chosen ones were accepted. The only way to get into the club as a non-cool kid was to come in through this side door as a parody rapper or comedian, establish a loyal fan base, and explode into a full-fledged rapper with a viral hit. But Doom didn't want to win a beauty or popularity contest. He wanted to make music.
You know, it don't matter what the artists look like, it's more what the artists sound like. The mask really represents the whole, to rebel against the trying to sell the product as a human being, you know what I mean?
In the end, we're all wearing some sort of mask or persona, and in the music industry, where better image often equals better sales, a true artist must make a decision, dare to be different and wear a mask that expresses true authenticity, or merely pick one off of the shelf and conform to what is expected of you. Doom wanted to show you his world, a whole new world of unique art and sounds that did not exist in the hip-hop space before him. He could have easily became a gangster rapper. He was raised in the streets of New York. Doom chose to put up a mirror to the hip-hop hypocrisy and say, "You guys can make your own masks." Great artists and poets have been urging people to be themselves for a millennia.
And it's still entertaining, it's still like the theater, and it has the appeal of something that could be considered entertaining, but that message is still there. It's about where you coming from your heart, you know what I'm saying? What is the message, what you got to say?
Doom was a very private person who suffered a lot of tragedy in his life, which showed up in his music. The early passing of his brother right before he was dropped by his record label, dashing his dreams of success. The loss of his American residency and forced exile to the UK because he was technically an illegal immigrant. And of course, the death of his young son after his big comeback in the 2010s. But he never compromised for his art. He only made the kind of music that he liked, collaborating with the kinds of artists that he respected, rapping on the kinds of beats that he liked, most of which he made himself. He kept it fun and he kept it weird. Everybody loved the guy. He was your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. And that's because when that shy, nerdy outsider put on that mask and pretended to be a supervillain, he was somehow being more real, more true to himself than most of these rappers today, claiming to be themselves while wearing a mask that doesn't quite fit them. Keep the flame alive. Post your top 5 Doom tracks in the comments section. Like and subscribe to this video to help boost it to other people's recommendations. Peace.